Hello, 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 you all. As you can tell, my voice is slowly but surely. I was supposed to say surely, but it's slowly but surely because it got around, right? Slowly but surely coming back. I'm so glad for that. Still a little hoarse, but definitely better than what I was a couple of days ago. So I'm looking forward to being back 100%. So before I go work out, what we do at this time, right? I go for mine. I got to shine. But I want you to shine. I want you to come in. Tell me what part of the world you are tuning in from. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that share button. Say hello. Like I haven't live streamed in 2 weeks. So say hello. Let me know how you doing, what's going on out there. This live stream is in reference to a Facebook post that I made. And the post read this. The post read this that let me find it so I can make sure. The post stated, I use debt to buy assets. Most people only use debt to buy toys and liabilities and take vacations they can't afford, right? I use debt to buy assets. Most people only use debt, aka credit, to buy toys, liabilities. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, right? Assets are things that put money into your pocket and take vacations they can't afford. And someone by the name of Benjamin on my Facebook commented, if you use that to buy assets and use cash on hand to buy liabilities, then you're using an accounting deception to buy liabilities with debt and lying to yourself about it. First of all, it really didn't make sense, but I connected the dots to try to see what this person was saying. So I'm gonna reread it. Again, it states, I see my number is 111. It's 11 people live, one heart on Facebook. If you are watching this live or on the replay, I want you to drop in the comments 111 hashtag 111. You can tell it's been a long time since I last streamed. I had to think. Come on, get in alignment with that 1111 energy. That's the awakening number. John 11:11. I think it's John 11:11. Lazarus is asleep, but I am here to wake him up. Deuteronomy 1:11. May the Lord thy God, the God of our ancestors, bless us, bless you, and increase you 1,000 times more. Glad to see you. Good day to you. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Jackie. Thank you all for coming in, hitting that thumbs up. So he said, if you use debt to buy assets and use cash on hand to buy liabilities, then you are using an accounting deception to buy liabilities with debt and lying to yourself about it. And my reply to this person is, and was, and still is today, that cash is debt. See, you've been lied to. You've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked. Cash is debt. Let me break it down to you. Let me make it make sense for you. Let me make it make sense. So I responded, cash is debt. He responded, Benjamin, incorrect, unless you're thinking about cash as debt owed to a note holder. Cash is an asset. He even gave me a picture of a legal note, a tender note that is legal tender for all debts, public and private. He said cash is an asset and debt is liability. No, cash is debt, Benjamin. Banknotes, aka cash, are creditors. Banknotes are debt from the central bank to the person holding the note. And then he says, sure, but that perspective is important. Otherwise, stocks are debt too, right? And wrong. Stocks are backed by, notice I said backed by physical assets. Your cash is not. See, in 1971, President Nixon removed cash, that note for legal tender for public and private debts from being backed by gold, which is a commodity. Gold is not just a commodity, as Dave Ramsey explained. Gold is money. That's why the central banks are hoarding it to this day. That's why big banks, Federal Reserve banks, that's why the wealthy people have gold, physical gold. And this is the education that most people don't know, that gold is money, right? And I said, so he says, stocks are backed by physical assets. So no, he says, stocks are not debt because they are backed by physical assets. So then he replied, don't believe everything you think. Okay. Stocks are backed by ideals and little else. The physical assets held by equitable companies are tiny fractions of their valuation. And he goes on to leave me a screenshot. So let's read this screenshot. A stock itself is not directly backed by physical assets as it represents a share of ownership in a company which may own physical assets like buildings, equipment, or inventory. But the stock itself is considered a paper asset, meaning the value is primarily derived from the company's financial performance and future potential, not the tangible asset, physical asset it may hold. True. But the stock is a paper asset just like cash. So you're not buying the company's physical asset if you invest in stock, but you are buying a inventory, you are buying a portion of the building, which is physical, the inventory, which is physical, the equipment, which is physical, the right, their idea, their concept. When you have cash, you have no physical backing at all. See, cash, when it was removed from being backed by money, aka gold, commodity, it then, by President Nixon in 1971, then the United States and its forceful military backing and army forced Saudi Arabia. Remember when Obama got into office and all this stuff with Bin Laden came about? Bin Laden wanted to stop exchanging petrol oil for United States dollar. And the United States said, no, 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 we're not gonna have that. No, we're not gonna have that. You gonna trade your oil for $5. It's in military. And Bin Laden went away. But now you have over 100 countries saying we are not going to exchange our physical commodities. They have joined together. The BRICS nation have joined together, right? And said we are not changing our commodities anymore. Our agriculture, our crops, our oil, our gas, our natural gas, our diamonds, our gold, our silver, our aluminum. We're not exchanging it for the United States dollar. So, United States, you can come on now because it's not just Saudi Arabia. We all gonna join together in one powerful force against you. So now, with this, you are better off putting your cash, which is debt, because it's not backed by anything, and inflation is eating it up every year. Let's go over another financial lesson. So the United States dollar has lost 96.4% of its purchasing power since 1913. Let me say that again for the people in the nosebleed seats who don't believe cash is dead. Happy Sunday to you, Bethany, on Facebook. Thank you for saying hello. Cash has lost 96.4% of its purchasing power since 1913. So if you leave your cash under a mattress and you don't invest your dollars into assets that appreciate in value and not depreciate, right? then your purchasing power is going down. The amount that your dollar will groceries will buy you, will pay for your services, is going down. 96.4% of its purchasing powers. Consider these other facts since 1913. The household network in the USA was the highest in the world. The real GDP, gross domestic product, is the highest in the world since 1913, right? The median real income ranks fifth in the world. And so what happened in 1971 in 1970, 71 under Nixon, and in 1970, when we left the Bretton Woods system, is that $100 invested in U.S. stocks in 1970 was worth 16,000, 16,670 since 1970. So this is why taking your credit, increasing your credit score, not using your credit cards to take vacations, to buy toys, to buy liabilities, but using your credit cards to buy assets, to invest in crypto, to invest in stocks, preferably dividend paying stocks, to invest in silver, which is under $40 an ounce, to invest in copper, to invest in things that appreciate in value. Is more smarter than just holding on to cash, because cash is a debt-based system. And so when people suggest that you get out of credit instead of teaching you a different way, a different strategic way to use credit, when they just say, hey, you need to get out of credit card debt. Yes, if you're the person that's paying out the interest, you should absolutely, because you're just making the base richer. If you have 20% finance on the vehicle, you're making the lender richer. If you have high interest rates, whatever bank you owe, whatever lender you owe, you are making them richer. However, if you can learn the strategy of keeping and improving your credit score, your personal credit score, and then over time building business credit, or just using your personal credit responsibly, and learning the difference between assets and liabilities, and you can use credit and cash to get things that appreciate in value and not lose its value, because cash is dead, because it has no physical backing right now but the United States government. And look, the government is trillions of dollars in debt. That's why cash is getting less and less. That's why cash is only an asset when you use it to invest in assets. And cash is only an asset when you use it to purchase essential goods. But when you use cash for weekend splurges to take you away from the life that you hate temporarily for the weekend, to finance your vacation, or that credit card, finance that vacation. Nothing wrong with taking vacations, but get to a point in your life that you want to be like the rich and wealthy. They don't take vacations, they take trips. Get out of that temporary band-aid fix, because you're so financially distraught and your credit score is so low, right? That you'll do anything for 2 or 3 days to get out of that life just to feel some type of benefits of your hard work and labor, and stop working harder and start working smarter. Stop walking around here with this under 600 credit score like that's okay. That's not okay. You are overpaying for everything in life, including your life. I've seen some people credit score that they are paying $700 to $900 a month for a used vehicle, not a new one, not a new vehicle, a used vehicle, because that credit score is so low. You are paying 3 times the amount for a vehicle that is not even high quality than someone with a 750 and or above credit score, just because you are comfortable and okay living with bad credit and low credit score. and you're going to continue to scuffle. You are going to continue to be in this rat race, right? You're going to continue to be in cycles of high interest rates with low returns, not having access at all. Some people have worked a job all their life. And if it wasn't for their 401k, they would have their money invested in nothing. And some people don't even have a 401k or a pension. They just live in paycheck to paycheck, literally. Nothing saved up for a rainy day. No types of assets. What type of life is that really? Right? Because even the Bible says that a good person, a good man, leaves an inheritance to his children's children, to his great or her great grandkids. You're not thinking, to me, you're selfish when you're not thinking generational. You only think about yourself. When you don't at least have a Credit Karma account to see what your Vantage, it's not your true FICO score, but you don't even know what your Vantage credit score is. You don't even know the range of what good credit is. At least have over a 680. At least do that. If you're under a 680, you're paying for things 3 times over, right? So you want to help with your credit. So you can start getting assets with your credit. Start having more positive cash flow, because when you pay lower interest rates, guess what? You're going to have positive cash flow. Then text, I cannot see. The sun is directly in my vision, and I am sweating. That's okay. I'm about to go to the gym and work out anyway. And allow 2 to 3 days, please. If you're paying $25 for a credit consultation from me, give me 2 to 3 business days. Because guess what? I promise you, you're not the only one that paid me for that day. I promise you, you're not the only one that paid me to do your credit consultation, right? So 2 to 3 business days, and I can't pull up the number. But text credit to 331. Here we go. 444-5556. It's time out. I feel like a preacher in the Baptist church. It's time out for living with bad credit and not having a life with no assets. It's time out working hard and have nothing to show for it. It's time out for paying vehicle notes with double-digit interest rate, 10%, 11%, 12%, 13%, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20% interest. That's too much. When people are riding around here in vehicles 3 and 7% interest, you're paying 3 times as much for a vehicle that's probably not the best of quality anyway. $700 to $900 a month for a used vehicle. No one should be paying double-digit interest rates. Learn how to create more cash flow by getting collections deleted off your credit report, and how to use the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act to see if that debt collector even has the legal right to collect from you. That frees up people thousands of dollars when they don't have to pay these debt collectors that are illegally trying to collect. Just that within itself. Refinancing some things, improving your credit, learning money management. Pay your bills first, party later. Pay your bills first, party later. Pay your bills first, party later. Get low interest rate. Live the good credit and cash flow lifestyle and get assets. That's really living the life you deserve. All right, let me go to the gym, sweat this out. You all have a great, great rest of your day. Pray that my voice is restored. Yes, cash is debt. If you're not putting cash in assets and things that is increasing its purchasing power, you're losing money. You're losing. You're losing because your cash is depreciating by the day. Inflation is causing it to depreciate by the day. So if you're not winning in this game, you're losing. You're losing. And the first thing to stop losing in this game is first learn the rules of the game, how to play it. Then when you learn the rules, when you know better, you do better, then you apply it. I'm signing out. You all have a great rest of your day. Credit and Cash Flow Church. I am ugh, perspiring, like for real. It's probably my sinuses sweating out of me, which needs to happen. Then my tonsils, preferably, will not be swollen and I won't be hoarse. That's the idea. That's the concept. I'm logging out, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Queen out.